So it's been a busy week for me making all these career mode videos and now Volta as well. There's a lot of news that came out, but they had to get it done by August the 8th because the beta has come out now for FIFA 20. But yesterday we did see the Volta reveal. It's got the gameplay trailer, it's got pitch notes as well. And basically I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this Volta mode today. So if you want to know all the latest FIFA 20 news, make sure you subscribe today. This is the best channel on YouTube for FIFA 20 news. We've got about 77% of you guys watching the videos but not subscribed. So we need to bring that number down. Make sure you subscribe today. So here is the Volta gameplay trailer. This was the one that got released yesterday. Edison gets a new face there. I think you can see that with the frame. I think it's a new haircut as well though. So it looks pretty good. New skin, I think. And a lot of Adidas branding in this trailer as well. I think most of this thing is going to be about Adidas. I think I saw some Nike shoes though and stuff, so there is Nike there because I was thinking maybe this is going to be an Adidas sponsored like game mode and stuff, but there is Nike around, but they just don't show it much in this trailer and stuff. It's a lot of Adidas clothing, and obviously customization is going to be crazy in this game mode as well. There's 17 playgrounds, so London, Amsterdam, Rio, Barcelona, Tokyo, Miami, New York, Venice Beach, which was in the Journey last year. These are all the stadiums you can use in the Volta game mode. Obviously, the graphics look fantastic with the Frostbite engine as well. You know, if you play FIFA Street in the older Xbox 360s and stuff, the graphics weren't too bad, but Frostbite is going to take it to the next level now. Graffiti on the walls and, you know, crowds in the background. It's going to be pretty sick. London steel cage match. There's a goal there. It's pretty much like they call it a gameplay trailer, but most of it is cinematics and stuff. There's just a few gameplay clips. There's going to be house rules, game modes, no rules, and survival. You can play futsal as well. That's a nice gameplay clip there. He's dancing as well. It's going to be pretty sick. It's going to be a good mode for the casual people. You know, the ones that need a break from the gameplay 11v11. You just come in here, have a few games, have a bit of fun, and then you go back and do what you got to do. But I think in terms of my playstyle, I think I'll just be playing career mode and stuff, and then every now and then probably play a bit of Volta. I might touch the story mode and record that for you guys on YouTube. But for the most part, I'll be playing career mode, I think. But this is going to be good for when people come over as well and stuff. It's a shame they haven't got the pro clubs. And there's the US women's national team as well. If they had the pro clubs, a lot of people would have been interested in this. But they have an online mode, but I think it's just 1v1 or something like that anyway. But yeah, look at the graphics, man. It looks fantastic. The skill moves are going to be good. And they also released some pitch notes as well that we're going to take a look at. And I'll read you the most important stuff. Now we're going to take a look at some pitch notes, and I'm warning you guys, this might be a longer video. I'm not sure how long this is going to go, but the pitch notes are crazy. I'm not going to read it word for word, I think. I'll just show you the main highlights. If you want to read it, you can go in your spare time and read it, but this is the most important stuff anyway. We're going to start with some gameplay. So it's built upon the FIFA gameplay engine, the one we're used to already in normal, 11v11, but it's going to have the inclusion of new mechanics to give it that like street feel, maybe some new animations as well. In terms of the rules, they're simplified now. It says in Volta Football, there are no substitutions, offsides, injuries, yellows or red cards, and even fatigue and stamina are not going to be in the game. This is done in order to create a more accessible, fun and free-flowing game. Here are the match types. The first one is Rush Keepers. It's played in 3v3 and 4v4. Rush is the street mode without goalkeepers and with small goals, where each player is expected to contribute to all aspects of the game, be it scoring or blocking a shot. The second match type is Street with Keepers, played in 4v4 and 5v5. This is the street mode with goalkeepers and futsal-sized goals, which combines the safety of a goalkeeper with the bespoke rules and personality of the street. And then we have proper futsal mode as well, which is a five-a-side experience with more authentic rules, referees, and a more structured type of play. The formations available are the same as 5v5 street with keepers, so I think futsal is the one I'm excited about the most so far. Next up, we're going to talk about environments, which is basically like your stadium and stuff. It says, besides match types, each environment can be customized and provides interesting variations to fixtures. Players can play matches with walls or no walls, and most stadiums allow players to choose which option they want. Walls will also affect the flow of the game and some of the rules of the match, so choose carefully. And here we have like a little GIF where you can see them flicking through the different stadiums. You can do a parking lot with walls or no walls, Tokyo with walls, and this is going to be pretty cool as well. And it just gives you more variety with your stadiums. Another distinctive element to Volta is that there are 3 different pitch sizes, small, medium and large, creating interesting gameplay dynamics and allowing you to try new strategies with each configuration. And we have another GIF here. Here's the warehouse, no walls and walls. And Rio de Janeiro, I think we saw this one on the Journey. New York as well, that looks pretty sick. Buenos Aires, walls or no walls. Pretty much the same thing, but these are just some different stadiums now. So let's talk about specific rules now. So small-sided matches are quick and fun, with each half being only 3 minutes of real-time playing. The timer only goes down when the ball is in play, and each extra time half is 1 minute of real-time play. Street match types have more lenient rules and allow for a more flowing style of play. Whenever there is a foul in street matches, the play will restart from as close as possible to the position of the foul. There are no free kicks, and on the restart, the ball is instantly considered in play. Walls prevent the ball from going out of play in most cases. If the ball happens to go out of play, like it goes over the walls or something, it will restart with the goalkeeper or with a player close to the goal, depending on the match type. Environments without walls allow for kick-ins and corner kicks. Kick-ins are a new set piece type and provide a quicker restart of play using ground or lob passes. So instead of basically a throw-in, you just kick it. And here is a look at the corner kick. So if the ball goes out of play, you just do a normal corner basically, where you just lob it into the middle. Rush matches also have some specific rules. Since there are no goalkeepers, it means that corner kicks or penalties are not allowed. Whenever a match ends in a draw in rush mode, it will go into next goal wins mode with unlimited time. Any match with goalkeepers allows for penalties, corner kicks and shootouts. A match with goalkeepers that ends in a draw will be followed by 2 halves of extra time golden goal, followed by best out of 3 penalty shootouts. Penalties in small-sided games follow the new FIFA 20 penalty mechanics. So here is what a penalty kick is going to look like in Volta. You have your little circle thing, which is like your directional thing. You put your power, and then you hope for the best. Moving on, it says futsal is going to have referees and rules as well, which are stricter than the street, and it's the only mode where there is direct free kicks. And it says futsal is always played on a large pitch without walls and with a goalkeeper. Another unique futsal rule is accumulated fouls, where the 6th foul results in a penalty kick from the secondary penalty spot to the opposition. Every foul afterwards will also result in a penalty, so you don't want to slide tackle and stuff because you're going to be copping penalties. Accumulated fouls reset after each half, except extra time where they continue to build. The team also added a new mechanic to allow for last second goals. For example, if the ball goes into the net after the time expires and the shot was taken before the timer ran out, it will count as a goal. This mechanic brings excitement and unpredictability to the last seconds of a match. So I think, I'm not really a basketball watcher, but I think it's like those buzzer beater shots, but in football terms. In terms of mentalities, it says players can change between balanced attacking and defensive mentalities. Different than 11v11, changing mentalities doesn't change your formation, but instead affects the way your players behave, with more runs or staying back more, and how they position themselves during the match. So I guess if you're winning 1-0 and you want to go like ultra defensive, you can just change the mentality and the players won't attack as much. So now we're going to talk about some custom ball physics. It says, using the new FIFA 20 ball physics, we were able to create a ball that has a different size and weight than the regular game. This small-sided ball rolls more and bounces much less than a full-sized ball. In terms of the ball interacting with the walls, if there's a hard wall in your game, it's concrete or wooden, it will provide more bounce and allow the ball to maintain more of its motion. If it's a soft wall, like a chain wall or something, it will provide more cushion when the ball hits it. Now the players also interact with the walls. It says every player in a small-sided match is aware of the walls. To demonstrate this, they will put up their hand when approaching in order to maintain their balance. Players will also brace towards the wall in order to avoid any collisions or falls, and will use the wall to direct themselves without losing too much speed. Of course, you can use the walls as like a passing thing, so you can pass to another teammate using the wall, as you can see in that GIF. You can also do lob passes using the wall. You can also do self passes where you just pass back to yourself. And then there's self pass and go, which is like a 1-2 with the wall as well. And basically in the background is just all the GIFs of the different kinds of passing you can do. So let's take a look at some skill moves. To perform this one, you have to hold L2 and R2 plus the left stick, and you can move it in any direction, I believe. You can also do flick combos in Volta. This is for 1 to 3 star skill players. They will perform these kinds of combos. Four and 5 star skill players will be able to do double 5 flick, ball roll flick, drag flick, rainbow, ball hop flick, and sombrero, as you can see. And 5 star exclusive skillers will be able to do around the world flick, drag back flick spin, and ball roll flick spin as well. Here we have a clip of Mbappe. He's doing some skill moves. I mean, they basically made it easy for him, but he scores with an open goal and then he celebrates. Now, players that have the flare trait will perform even better in flashier passes and lobs with some unique animations. The flare trait is one of the many traits your avatar can acquire in Volta, and you can see the types of passes they do when they have the flare trait with the GIF there. You can also perform taunts in Volta, so as you can see there, he's standing still and then all of a sudden he starts dancing and then he gets back on with the game. And if you want to be completely disrespectful, you can perform the kneeling header. Take a look at this clip. In terms of the behavior of the players and stuff, apparently they've improved blocking with quicker animations and better accuracy, and you can see there with the clip. And they've also improved a few other things like better defensive movement and, goalkeepers using their feet more and stuff when they're saving the ball. There's too much to read there, but you guys can look at it yourselves. They've also added new celebrations and replay cameras that are Volta Football exclusive and help create unique moments. You can see there, it's like an iPhone sort of thing, and that is actually like part of the replay thing. Even this camera thing looks like a security camera sort of, setting. It's not really your proper instant replay cameras that you get in like a production. And there's also wall celebrations, so when you score, you run up to the wall and your guy does a celebration with the wall. So I presume Volta Football is going to be a part of the kickoff mode section, so you would go to this tile, click Volta Football, and then you can pick if you want to do a 5v5, a futsal match, 4v4, you guys get the point. And then this is what the team management thing looks like, so it is unique to Volta where you can do like a 1-2-1 formation, pretty much what we're used to already, but just more specific for Volta. So obviously in Volta you can create your own avatar, you can be a female if you want to as well, and females can play with the men. There's going to be mixed gender matches as well in Volta. And you can also add tattoos to your avatar and also assign them celebratory emotes. So they're going to have different emotes depending on what you pick for them. There's also going to be a Volta shop where you can upgrade your clothes and stuff. I'm not sure if there's going to be like real world microtransactions involved. So far it's just Volta coins. I think you can get Volta coins by actually playing the mode, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So if you want to buy this Michael Jackson jacket, you probably can. If you want to buy shorts, you can do that as well. But I'm not sure if it's going to use real world money or you have to acquire the coins by playing Volta. You know what I'm trying to say. Now there's also going to be a Vulta Story mode. So it's sort of like the journey, but it's going to be for Volta now. I think it lasts for about 6 hours. And it's going to be like a story about a guy, which is your avatar. He's going to be the protagonist. So instead of Alex Hunter or something, it's going to be your avatar. And the story is going to take you through the Volta world, playing matches against various opponents from street football legends to the diverse and unique players based on community-generated avatars and squads, to professional footballers as well. In Volta Story, you'll build your squad in the hopes of being invited to the Volta World Championships in Buenos Aires for a chance to win the ultimate small-sided prize. Volta Story is a thrilling experience where, along the way, you'll engage in the following. Create your avatar, learn about recruiting players, learn the basics of squad building, travel to unique playable environments and experience them like never before in FIFA, match up head-to-head against legends of Street in competitive matches on their home turf, and compete for special rewards in Volta skillers like breaking the Vista, which is shown in the GIF right there. So there's going to be Volta Tour as well, which is like an online connected experience where the teams you encounter throughout the world are created by Volta Football's community. You build up your team by playing through single player matches against these community generated squads, and then if you win you can take one of the players from your opponent's squad and use them for your own team as well. You get to play in 17 locations as you build up your team and stuff, so it's going to be like a tour, and it looks alright. I'm not sure how it's going to work exactly, but these are the 17 places you can play in. There's also going to be an online Volta League. Basically, you compete against other people online in Volta and you can earn promotion into higher divisions. It's pretty much like seasons that we've had in previous FIFA games, So that's pretty much everything you needed to know about Volta in FIFA 20. If you want to read the pitch notes, feel free to. There's a bit more info on that. But if you need something else to watch, make sure you click the card in the middle. It'll take you to my career mode video. Make sure you watch that one. That is a good video. And I'll see you next time.